Hey folks, Northland basketball presented by Choice Wireless. Tonight, the Winslow Bulldogs picked up their fourth win of the season overall and their second region victory. They knock off Shoalo. Final score 79-58 tonight here at Winslow High School. Welcome in Floyd Simmons for Sports on Radio. And as I said, Northland basketball is brought to you by our great friends at Choice Wireless. Final again, 79-58. The Winslow Bulldogs were led in scoring tonight in this one by the Sports on Radio player of the game, Dustin Richard, 21 points for him. Teammate Tyrell Young had 16 points. Two other guys in double figures, including Jeremiah Baijo with 12 and Roy Billups with 12 points. Roy, by the way, had three first-half three-point baskets for the Winslow Bulldogs as they got out early and stayed out in front the entire game. Never looked back, and they get a 79-58 victory tonight. Let's bring in the Sports on Radio player of the game. There he is right there, Dustin Richard. Hey, Dustin, it's good to see you. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Well, you go out there and that was vintage Dustin Richard out there, and by that I mean you're out there battling, you're getting position, holding position, and asserting yourself in the paint. Big rebounds, all that putback stuff, the hard work inside, the powering up, getting shots inside for your team. Talk about the victory and knocking off Shoalo tonight. Talk about the performance of your team. How did you like it?
I liked it a lot. Shoalo is a really tough team that we were talking about during practice and in the locker room. Like, our main goal was to control the boards, get a lot of putbacks, defense, run the floor like we always do, and just get the win.
Yeah, and you got the win. There's no question about it. I'll ask this question. I've asked you before, and it cuts to the kind of guy that you are. 6 foot tall,
yeah.
Right? Okay, you're not the tallest guy out there, and yet your job is to go inside and do the dirty work in the paint for the Bulldogs. They rely on you to do that. So you've got to find ways, creative ways of making sure you're in the right position and making sure that guys that might have 3-4 inches of height on you, not that Shoalo had a lot of those guys, but you face it a lot.
Yeah.
Talk about what it takes for you to go out there and do your job every night for the Bulldogs. What do you got to do?
What it takes for me is just doing the fundamentals. Once the ball goes up, box out, just predict where the ball's going to go, and just get the board, look for an outlet. If there's no outlet, just push the floor and look for one of my guards.
The Bulldogs do such a good job. You showed it tonight against Shoalo. Such a good job at dictating the tempo to the other team. You guys play your brand of basketball. Rarely do we find the Bulldogs having to answer to and play somebody else's style of basketball. If they are a slow, half-court plotting kind of offense, there's something about Winslow where you guys come and play and you guys decide what the game is going to be like. You like to run, right?
Yes.
You like to get up and get going, and it doesn't matter what the other teams do. You guys play your brand of basketball. How are you able to do that so effectively?
So no matter what the circumstance is, no matter what everybody does, we just play our game.
Yeah.
It's just that, hey, if you're not going to stop us, just keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah. Now, the other thing that is important for the Bulldogs is because you don't have a lot of height, you can't make a lot of mistakes, right? As a team, you can't find yourself flat-footed.
Yes.
The other team can't get 5, 6, 7 rebounds in a row and start to get on a run.
Yes.
You guys do a good job of that. What is it about maybe the style, the approach of the program and Coach Nelson? What is he telling you in practices that keep you guys going and limit the mistakes?
It's just all about preparation. Like, we always do a lot of box-out drills, a lot of, 3-minute fast break, 5-on-5. We just practice the little things that just get us that dub.
And you got it. You got it tonight. Last question I have for you after a win like tonight and the performances of your teammates. I'll give you a chance to shout out Tyrell Young and Jeremiah Baijo, who we talked about on a separate video. Coy Silversmith didn't show up a lot in the point column, but he played well for you. Roy Billups had a 12-point night tonight, double figures. What would you say about these individuals, these other guys on the team?
All my players are just like, they're my, to me, they're my brothers. And they're like family to me. So, whew. Dang.
It's just a great brototherhood, isn't it?
Yeah, it's so great that I can't explain it. You know?
Yeah.
It's so great that I can't explain how great they are. I've been playing with them ever since I was in middle school. So there's no words that can explain how great my teammates are.
So this team, special thing, right?
Yeah,
special bond.
Special bond.
And obviously you guys don't want to you don't want to stop until you've accomplished the ultimate goal.
That one goal is just to get a ring.
All right, well, along the way, there's going to be things like a big matchup next Tuesday against the Snowflake Lobos. You don't want to look past anybody. You have still basketball to be played the rest of this week, and I get that. I know that. But back in the back of your head, are you guys thinking about Snowflake a little bit?
Yes, we are. That's probably going to be one of the toughest games that we ever play. And you guys got to get prepared for that and ready for them once Tuesday hits.
We can't wait for that. But there's more work to be done this week. So
yes.
Good luck to you and the Bulldogs. Thanks for joining us. You are the Sports Zone Radio Player of the game, Dustin. Great job tonight. Dustin Richard gets it done out there. 21 points to lead the way. Ton of rebounds like he always does. His work, most of the work came in the second half. He hit a three-point bucket in that third quarter. He had 14 of his 21 points after the break. His teammates, Tyrell Young, 16, as I said, 12 points for Jeremiah Bijo and 12 points for Roy Billups as well. The Sholo Cougars deserve some mention here, okay? Listen, they were never really in the game tonight, but they've got some pieces out there, and as the season matures and progresses, Coach Troy Cook is going to have that team playing better and better all the time. His son, the junior guard, Cougar Cook, out there, knocked down a couple of threes in the second half. And he had 20 points overall for the Cougars to pace them in scoring. Isaiah Halcomb had a great game, got into some foul trouble and missed quite a number of minutes in the second half. Ended up with 12 points in this one, but he is a terrific talent and a great backcourt tandem, those two guys. And I want to mention Talon Lester as well. 8 points in the game for Talon. But I'm not sure I know anybody faster on the floor than Talon Lester right now. I don't know if I've seen anybody out there faster, and he proved no matter who Winslow had guarding him, and they had at least 3 different players assigned to him, maybe 4 different guys that had the assignment on the night to try and guard Talon Lester. He was able to blow by pretty much anybody out there when he got isolated on them and showed that great speed. Ended up with 8 points tonight. The Cougars are going to be okay as long as they keep working, keep going, and it's way too early in the season to count Sholo out of anything. But tonight the victory belongs to Winslow. Final score 79-58. Want to thank the entire crew. We had a live broadcast crew on hand tonight. Thank you to our technical director, Noah Anderson. Thank you to Cordell Granger, the Tuba City connection, joining us on our broadcast, working a camera tonight. Our producer, of course, Derek Simmons. Want to thank especially a special shout-out to our broadcast teammate, Patrick Austin, for doing the solo broadcast on the girls' game for us tonight here. Do appreciate his services. And for the entire crew, Floyd Simmons, thanking you for joining us, everybody, right here for Northland Basketball at Sports on Radio. It's presented by Choice Wireless.